Good evening, everybody. It is my pleasure to present to you this Hoover Legacy 2 dual-purpose heavy-duty in front of you here. This lovely machine was purchased off Facebook Marketplace not more than an hour ago. Contacted the seller earlier this evening, and within an hour they said come pick it up, and that's exactly what I did, as you see here, for a whopping $5, mind you. Add that in there. This machine didn't really have much wrong with it besides needing a general cleanup. Of course, they claimed it worked, didn't even bother looking the thing over for $5 and like, here's your $5, let me go home. Has all the attachments except for the upholstery nozzle, which I might have the appropriate upholstery nozzles sitting on an inappropriate machine around here somewhere. I know I've seen a black Tool Elite somewhere here with a white upholstery nozzle on it that I did not bother to do anything about because all my white machines currently have upholstery nozzles. But anyway, that was the only thing that was missing. Brush roll was gnarly and full of hair. Well worn in, but of course the suction of an Elite more than suffices for a worn out brush roll. Cord has a couple nicks, of course. The biggest issue with the thing was the bag door. The latch was busted and missing. That latch came from a parts door that I had sitting around. I have no idea where I got it because it doesn't match anything that I have. But anyway, figured popping the latch on there would fix the problem. It didn't. Apparently, the old latch was busted off with such force, don't know how and don't know why, that it created two cracks in the housing here and then somewhere inside on that side, to where when the machine turns on, the door kind of wings itself outward and almost rips that latch right out of the back part of the housing. Hence, I had to go with a triple zip tie setup there. At least it's black, so it blends in better than three different colors and layers of duct tape holding the door on. And of course, all I got to do is slide that thing up 1.5 inches and the door opens. Whereas the duct tape, you got to take it off and then replace it again every time you got to do the bag. But in my case, I think vacuum bags get replaced like every 6 years on my machines, if even that. Can't recall the last time I had to do a bag due to it getting full. I changed more bags from a new vacs coming in and vacuums just having the dirt sit in them so long that the bag sags so much that it gets little pinholes in it and I need to replace it, than I do actually replacing bags from getting full from my use. Because with this many fucking vacuum cleaners, if I have to replace a bag, well, I'm just not being fair to the general population and using the vacuums equally now, am I? Especially when I vacuum, especially these days, how busy I've been when I vacuum like once every 2 weeks. And I have about 800 square feet to vacuum, not even, if you count not going under and around furniture. Anyway, where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's how I fixed the bag door. Other than that, cleaned the brush roll up, gave the bearings some fresh grease, it had two brand new original belts in the belt holder inside the tool caddy. Popped a fresh belt on it because I needed that. Put a nice bright light bulb in there. Bag was all right. Came with an extra bag that I'll just stuff with the rest of my Type A's. And that all said, we'll give this guy a run. Funny little moment there of not realizing it was in tool mode. Easily fixed, of course. And there we have the newest addition to the collection. Hope you enjoyed it. The Hoover Legacy 2 dual purpose heavy duty.